All right, so the patch has been out for about a week now, I want to say, and wow, things have changed quite a bit. We're not seeing any pen flinger anymore, obviously, any more watchtowers, and a lot of people have been asking me, like, what's doing good? What should I craft? Well, you probably want to wait a little bit longer, see if the meta changes at all, but I will be going over 5 decks that stood out to me that hit relatively high ranks. So first up, I'm going to go over this list from NoHandsGamer. NoHands hit, I think, rank 2 with this, and the tweet right here, he only hit 5, but he's been killing it. I was playing this list, and it is killing it, and I think this might be one of the top decks. Maybe Paladin might be a little bit better, but when I was playing this, it was just stomping everything. I had like an 80% win rate over 20 games played, and No Hands was crushing it. Again, he hit rank 2, and he won several games on rank 2. So if you're looking for something that I think is the most promising, this has got to be it right now. There could be room for some refinement, but it just seems to nut. We do have conditioning in here, which is fantastic for juicing up your hand. Usually I don't play until, after turn 5 or so you can just hit your entire hand, give a lot of buffs to everything. Maybe you use some bumper cards and you got some little bumpers in your hand, and then now those are formidable threats. They're not just 1 mana 1/1 rushes anymore because they got the buff from the conditioning. Runthak is great here also to continue gassing your hand up. We got Wormall Challenger, which is great for removal. Troublemaker is just an insane threat. Maybe you have some threats on the board, your opponent uses a board wipe, boom, Troublemaker, make a board, hit him in the face again. They remove that, boom, another Troublemaker. And usually, they end up running out of board clears eventually at some point. So yeah, it's just so easy to take the board with this deck. Gnarg on 1, maybe you Crab Rider on 2, maybe on 3 you're doing Wormall. Maybe you're doing Rokara, a Crab Rider into a Rokara. You get +2/+2 on your Crab Rider the next turn. That's pretty insane. You got Stage Dive in here for draw. The whole list, it just feels super fluid. I recommend checking out No Hands' video on it. He has a great YouTube as well. You guys should sub to his YouTube for sure. He's always got great content. Next up, we got this Shaman list from Pizza. Pizza hit rank 32. I think he continued climbing more than this, but when I took the tweet, it's rank 32 legend, and it is really good because people stopped playing Paladin. Now, Paladin is annoying for this deck, mostly Libram Paladin, because they had heals, they had taunts, but no one's really playing that at the moment. So this is really good because you equip the Doomhammer. Not too many people running oozes. You just slap them in the face. You constantly hit them. You got the Storm Strikes for extra damage. You got the Rock Biter for extra damage. You got the Note Taker for extra damage onto your weapon. Inara also gives you Wind Fury. And yeah, Dunk Tanks go face. Fireheart can produce things that can also go face. You got Landslide for removal. Torrent for removal. And it's kind of crazy. I personally have not tried this list yet, but I have watched Pizza play it a bit, and he's been crushing it. A lot of people have been telling me they're also crushing it with this list, and yeah, I don't know, it looks really fun. So if you want to play Shaman, this seems to be the top Shaman deck at the moment. So I wanted to spotlight a Paladin deck. Paladin has just like this aggro Paladin going around, and then they also have a secret Paladin. A secret Paladin has been crushing it, but I wanted to spotlight Jackie's list here, which he hit rank 25 legend with. I think he also climbed a little bit higher than that after tweeting this, but this is an interesting list. You just curve out with some early aggression. You have some nice 2-drops as well, and some 3-drops, and you got Kazakus here. Maybe you're making a 5-drop, or maybe you're getting a board buff for your entire buff, or sorry, your entire board, or maybe you're just summoning a copy or getting card draw, whatever. It's up to you. Very flexible Kazakus. Love Kazakus. We have Blessing of Authority, which is just so good because a lot of people don't have good single target removal. Even priests sometimes, like, they're banking on Hysterius for removal. Ogremancer here, good against pretty much anything. It's just so well statted. And then it tops off with Hammer of the Naru, which can just push a lot of damage face. Just feels great to throw out on 6 always. And yeah, Jackie killing it with this list. So if you want some really quick games, this might be a good choice. You're kind of just being very aggro, you're smorking, and yeah, I really feel like Crab Rider is a standout card right now. It's doing great in the Rush Warrior. It's doing great in this. I think in Secret Paladin, you're also running, Crab Riders. So Yeah, Crab Rider is a good card, man. Well statted, also very proactive. And Conviction here is so freaking good, man. If you just stick some minions, you just Conviction once, it's +9 damage. Maybe even double Conviction plus, 18 damage or something. Of course, you'd have to have 10 mana at that point, but it's such a standout card. We also have MrRybkaPipka hitting top 10 legend with this list. I think this was on APAC servers. And you're probably seeing a lot of Face Hunter. I did want to throw this in here because the deck is performing quite well. In my experience, does not do well against the Rush Warriors. So I think Rush Warrior is a little bit better. But if you want to play Hunter instead, this might be the direction you want to go. A lot of people were running the knife thing. They throw the knife at the face. Forget the name, but this person, they put a Wriggling Horror instead, and Wriggling Horror seems to do good. You stick some minions, hit it with the Wriggling for the buff, and push it face. Just constantly throwing out your threats, making sure you're using your hero power to shove that damage in. Playing an Intrepid on 1 or a Wobbletinger on 1, maybe a Felmaw on 2, on 3, I don't know, maybe you go Kolkar and a 1-mana spell, or maybe on 2 you go Kolkar, Coin, and Infest or something like that, followed up with Mancrick. Don't forget that Mancrick's dead wife can be found by Barak Kotobane. This is a big deal. It wasn't like that when the expansion first came out, but after a patch fixed it, if you've played Mancrick and the dead wife is still in your deck, Barak will find it. So that's very, very good. If you have Mancrick and Barak, make sure you put the dead wife in your deck before you play Barak, because it'll pull a 1-mana spell, a 2-mana spell, the dead wife, and then it'll also draw another card. Warsong Wrangler, just so good here. Maybe pulling out your Rhinos, maybe pulling out your Wobbltingers. Do not forget that Wrangler will buff your minions wherever they are. So if you have a Wobbletinger on board and you use Wrangler and you discover the other Wobbletinger in your deck, it'll buff the one that you pull in addition to the one that's already on the board. And then we got Piercing Shots, which are just constantly shoving damage into your opponent's face. Sometimes you use it on your own minions as well. And yeah, Hunter just looking super good at the moment. We got a mid-range Hunter here that hit rank 1 legend on APAC servers. Is there Susi? I think that's the name. I'm sorry. I'm not sure, but this is so good. I'm sure you guys are seeing a bunch of Illidari Inquisitors. It's Crush or King Rush or Green Ragnaros, whatever you want to call it. Inquisitor is insane. Maybe you have, a weapon equipped, and then you play Inquisitor on 8, you hit face, you're going to do damage with that weapon in addition to Inquisitor going face. So it can not only rush into maybe a taunt, but it'll also hit face if you hit face. So turn 9, even if you don't have a weapon, you Inquisitor, hero power, hit face, bada bing. Super good. You got the Warglaives here for being able to clear things or just additional damage to your opponent's face. Bladed Lady, often, discounted because you're going to have high attack. We got Mancrick here because you do cycle through the deck relatively quickly with those Skulls of Gul'dan. So you find that dead wife, you hit them in the face. And then Fury, naughty Fury, dude. Fury does insane damage. It's a lot of damage. Twin Slice gone. Who cares? You got Fury, I guess. But yeah, this deck seems to just be able to steamroll. Plus, it has a lot of staying power because you got some life steal through the Eldrachi Warblades and I-Beam, right? So really cool deck if you like Demon Hunter. OTK Demon Hunter is still around, but this one seems to be doing better at the current moment. But yeah, those are 5 decks that have stood out to me. Again, there's like Secret Paladin that's going around. There is Token Druid. Token Druid's pretty good. One of the top decks. I don't find it too enjoyable. That's why I didn't show it. But if you do want to play Druid, Token Druid is doing pretty good. If Rush Warrior does become prominent, it does seem like maybe Clown or Guardian Druid might be the way to counter that. Or Survival Druid, I don't know what you want to call it. But yeah, overall seeming super fun. The current meta, I'm enjoying it personally. Again, I think the best deck is the Rush Warrior. It's not really noted as such yet because Secret Paladin still has really high stats. I do think the Rush Warrior is a little bit harder to play, a little bit less straightforward. Maybe you want to gas up your hand. Maybe you want to wait a couple turns. Maybe you want to do a Playmaker combo. So it rewards skill. So maybe you want to play that and learn the ins and outs. I think it's very rewarding. But yeah, we're also getting really close to 100,000 subs on YouTube, which is a big milestone for me. So, I mean, if you guys aren't subbed and you want to sub, it's absolutely free. And then soon, maybe soon, I can have that lovely, beautiful silver play button after almost 5 years of grinding. So right now, 46.9 percent of you are subbed and 53 are not. So if you do want to sub, I would appreciate it. If you like the video, hit it with the like button. That also helps me quite a bit with the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, let me know what deck you guys think is the best. Or, you know, I thought Ticketus Warlock was going to be a lot better. I thought we were going to see a lot more Libram Paladins. It's definitely not going the way I had anticipated. Hope you guys enjoy. Good luck on ladder and stay hydrated.